Hey everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Space Engineers. Now I'm back here on the Steam Workshop for today, and actually it's one of my creations for a change. I know, right? It's basically the keep from Colony Lost. I know you guys have asked me to upload this one for quite a while now. Well, today it is finally on the workshop, available for you to download and blow it up yourself, play with it, drive it up the side of a cliff, fling it in space, I don't know. Maybe you can make the wackiest version of it possible and then show me by tweeting at me or sending them via my Discord server. I know many of you have written and said, Jack, we'd love to see the keep, but as like a hovercraft, or if it had thrusters on it or something so it could go like hover in the air. I'd love to see whatever you can come up with. So make sure to send in any of those modifications via my Discord, to my Twitter, Facebook, etc. I would love to see them. But anyway, before that, today I'm going to break down the keep for you, show you the inner workings, and maybe give you a highlight of certain areas that weren't really shown off inside of Colony Lost. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of it, and then you can go download it from the Steam Workshop for yourself. Alright, let's jump into this. Okay, so I'm going to start on the back area of the keep up here, we can see this, and I'll go around the exterior in a minute. So this is obviously the landing pad we built here. The idea was, the ships come down and land here. I think we had the Wyvern, or the Raven Doctrine a couple of times. We used the Wyvern, not this series. Ooh, getting confused. And a few other things docked there. But it's kind of idea. It's taken off a Pioneer as well, fit landing craft there. Now when the decoration pack comes out, we obviously fit it with these stairs as well. And the railings and catwalks, they looked awesome. And we decided to put a missile turret at the back here. Originally this was going to be another sort of like landing area here. But honestly we decided to put that there, which is, kind of makes sense, I guess. Now obviously going on the top as well, we've got these turrets. What are these? Gemini turrets, I think they're called, aren't they? Yeah, the Gemini twin turret. Now Bash actually put these on. And yeah, they're a little bit OTT, but I love the way the model of these has been built, because you've got the camera mounted in there, so that's quite cool. And that goes there, and those turrets work really well. I would like to have some extra turrets here, but we do actually have the Vulcans over here, and you can see you've got a port and starboard Vulcan, and you can all walk in between here as well. This is one thing I wanted with the keep, was, I modified it quite a bit from Hourgaff's original creation, which you can find on the Steam Workshop. I'll link that down below as well. Basically to make sure there's maximum ability for our crew to play around with it. So you can walk in like different areas, like you can walk underneath the coil gun. And I think the addition of a coil gun to the keep was like one of the best ideas we had. I think people saw I was eventually going to add it, because it basically makes this thing look 10 times bigger in a way. It really it builds up on the profile of the keep. And some people obviously should have mounted another one. If we didn't have the landing pad, we could have easily mounted like an additional one facing backwards, and this thing could possibly be unstoppable. Again, I'd love to see some of your versions of it on the Steam Workshop, maybe one of 2 coil cannons mounted, or something weird and wonderful like that. Now up front here, one of the further additions, if we didn't move to space, was actually going to be more railings up here so people can walk around and kind of use this as like firing methods. Again, stood above the bridge there. Never really got around to that, but I guess we could at another point. But we do have a Vulcan up here as well. One thing I would love to do, but unfortunately it's not possible in SC, is have like cockpits act as turrets, so people can like run up, get in a cockpit and do it as turrets. You can do it with rotors and stuff, but as we all know, rotors and Space Engineers, it's a little bit tricky. Anyway, let's walk down to the next level in a minute. I'll go via this way as it's easier than going the other way, and we'll start looking at the side corridors. Here we have our little access part. We can see into the hangar down here as well, which is quite nice. Windows at the side. This is where our medical bay was, all our spawn areas and other crowd sheep cargoes. People can see out the side here. I think we ended up breaking one of these windows down eventually, so we could just jump out the side, being lazy. Now someone actually added these high-tech like screen displays here, the transparent LCDs, which were introduced in one of the other updates, and I liked them. But at the same time, they were a bit meh. But yeah, those are in there now anyway. Here's also my office as well. I kind of converted this during one of our road trips. Had a bit of an armory thing going in here. Are the pads still? Yeah, the data pads are still in here. So we've got like the last log. So you can go and read them if you want. Also my desk as well. I really wish we could modify the desk a bit more inside of Space Engineers. Like I'd love you putting a mug on there, maybe like a pad or something, a stack of notes. Something to like make, the desk seem a bit more unique to the person. Also these high-tech screens again. Program block and the actual log thing there, which is quite fun. Now, going on to the other side of the vehicle, with a bit of a crew area in here, a couple of beds, and obviously the bathroom. Every ship needs the bathroom. Then also there's a bit of a laboratory thing going on here. We never really highlighted what this was, but it kind of, I don't know, it just fitted in there. Also got cryotubes as well. We never really used these nor repaired them because we sat next to the base the whole time. But you get the gist, it's available there. So it's sat there now. Awesome, so that is also the other airlock to the side there, but we don't need to go around. Now I can show you the bridge. In fact, I'll show you the bridge last. We'll go show the whole ship first. So this is like the inner workings of the keep in here. You obviously got the hydrogen tank down below, some of the oxygen generators and cargo containers up here as well. Although we didn't, use the hydrogen thrusters that much, it was important to have oxygen generation on the keep at all times. You kind of needed it. Alright, if we go towards the front, we've actually got the production room, which is in here. This kind of links up with some of the missile things as well. But you also got downstairs access to what is the giant cargo container, which is full of missiles. Very nice. So that's all in here. And also some railings along to the side as well, giving you access to the Vulcan. Again, I really like the idea of, people could stand here and shoot off from the side. It gave a sense of scale and sort of playability to the ship itself, and that's what I loved about it. Colony Lost for me is all about grounding the series to make sure like the war is with the person, essentially. So, doing those small little things made it unique. Okay, so this is the hangar. Now, the hangar was very important. It had to, fit in a lot of stuff here. I wanted the door on the back here, as that's kind of like the unique thing. So there you go. We've got our door that opens up here. And we all know the many... it's fun we had with the door. But, this works really well. Kind of so ships can drive up in it. It's one thing I love in Space Engineers is driving rovers up into things, like picking them up with transports, flying ships into other ships. I love that sort of essence in Space Engineers. So for Colony, I really wanted to include a ship like this. And I'm glad we got it. All right, let's seal this one up. There we go. Door seals up very nicely. We also changed the colour scheme as well, which is pretty good. Originally, we were just going to keep a green and grey colour scheme, but I did add red to it as well to kind of signify the RWI/uniqueness factor. And also because so many of you wrote in saying you wanted that change to happen, so I made it happen. Connector here as well, along with a ton of cargo containers and O2 generators. This kind of just links up with the entire part of the keep, which is very nice. And we also did have this docking pylon part here as well. This, can connect to our piston thing back at the Bastion outpost. Rip in peace, we don't know what happened to that. So yeah, that's kind of everything on board the keep. I will now show you the bridge where all the magic happens. So we walk up through here, and we can enter into the bridge, and voila, here we go. So I really like the bridge as well. It's kind of a pretty cool area. We could see the entire land in front of us. We could see above us as well. It kind of gave maximum view, but also it's quite protected as well. It wasn't exactly on the top where it could get hit, because it's kind of overshadowed on the front here as well. It's very hard to hit the keep in its bridge section unless you're flying straight ahead towards it, which some fighters almost achieved but didn't do quite well. So it's good it never got blown out, because I think a lot of people would have died. So this is the driver's cockpit here, then you've got the ops stations, these are your gunner stations over here. It's kind of like that. If I had more time, I probably could have customized it further, but honestly, it was alright as it was. I kind of liked the keep's bridge. I did change it at certain points to add some more lights in. We probably could have gone a little bit further. At one point, we was going to add another transparent LCD here. It just didn't work too well, so we never got around to it. But later upgrades included a vent down here as well, just so we can keep things in line. So yeah, that is the keep. Alright, let me show you the outside of this now. I feel like we need to talk about some details on the outside. So up front, of course, we have the mountable rocket launchers, and also we have this rocket launcher as well. Again, these things to really destroy stuff. For this episode, which we was about to film, this is the old world for the bridge scene now. You can see all the stuff docked there. These things came in really handy for clearing out the waste stuff in front of us, and also accidentally shooting our own grids. So yeah, that was quite fun to work with. Also, we've got a ton of Vulcans mounted around here as well, spotlights. I can't remember if we did too many nighttime episodes with the keep, but the idea was, it'd have those big frontal spotlights on it so it could see where it's going. I really got vibes from Homeworld Deserts of Crack with the keep. Although I've never actually played the game myself, that kind of was what I was going for with the essence of this type of stuff, and I think we achieved that really well. I mean, combined with Hourgraph's original creation of the, the Green Team Landlord, of which you can find the original version of the keep on the Steam Workshop via the description below, I think we really achieved, building the uniqueness of the actual ship itself, which is quite fun. We also had the additional thrusters on the side here as well, which mounted things on and really helped with the speed. I liked them. Originally, there was meant to be a big hydrogen thruster mounted to the bottom to boost it up, but we never really got around to that, unfortunately. Antenna down here as well. Now, the wheels are at the same angle again. The front ones are slightly, in a bit just to help with turning, but I think it kind of builds in there and goes in nicely. So yeah, that's mainly all the details on the keep. I can't think of what else we added to it which makes it unique. Obviously, we've still got the piston jack things down below. I think we used them a couple of episodes, but I never liked using them that much, because whenever you did use them, the keep would shake around, and it wouldn't end too well. So it's kind of something you had to keep up with. That wasn't a pun intended. Alright, let's jump in the driver's seat and have a go at the minute. So we're in here now. Let's go. Here we can go. There you go. So the keep does actually pick up speed pretty quickly. And we can adjust its wheels somewhere around here. But if not, if you don't want to adjust the wheels, just turn on 8, and you can use your thrusters and basically go full power ahead, which is really fun. There you go. It certainly does pick up speed when it's on flat ground, and you can really feel the keep going like a bat out of hell. We're going to try and race over and maybe destroy the landing area. But I really liked how we worked the keep into the series. It did have that uniqueness factor to it, and I think it just fit really well. It's a shame, we've gone to space now, and we're leaving the keep behind, as it was really fun to play with. But I don't know, maybe we can revisit a ground vehicle at some point. You're seeing here, one issue we had was trees, of which I've just encountered. Also, the back door liked to flip open on occasion, as you can see now. So yeah, it wasn't fun. I wonder with the coil cannon if we can just quickly take a pot shot. Oh dear, it's fired already. Oh, we're going to have to wait for it to reload now. But I wonder if we can hit the defender there. I bet we can't. I can't see it reaching that. How far that is away? Okay, let's take a pot shot of the Intrepid. Fire. I'm not sure if that hit or not. Did it hit? No, I don't think it did. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, you know. Oh, well, there you go. So, some of the firepower, not the best, but you get the gist. It was quite up to date as well. Right, fire the rockets. So, the rockets we did joke around were like, you know, a tree clearing mechanism at one point. They never really worked as intended, but you kind of get the gist of what we intended there. But yeah, it just didn't work. As much as most of our creations in Conley, but it just don't work. Now, one thing we did do is the keep can almost survive going down certain mountains and stuff, but not this mountain. I am fully driving off the end of a cliff now because I've run out of time within this review, and I really just wanted to show you something, and I think we're about to flip ourselves. Nope. The trees have not defeated us today. There was many modifications we was going to make to the keep. One was like adding parachutes to it. The other was adding like a giant battering ram at the front so we could easily clear stuff off. But again, those things just never really worked. Are we going to flip? How we survived that? Oh, we didn't survive it. Okay. Oop. I'd call that really good luck. Oh no, we're flying. I'm not sure what's going on anymore. We are just skidding around. I'd call that good luck. Well, there you go, everyone. That has been the keep. If you want to download it, it's available via Steam Workshop. Can apparently survive being thrown off the end of a cliff. So, make it as you will. Again, any modifications you come up with, do let me know via the Discord and also Twitter, Facebook, etc. All my social links are down below to where you can send me modifications of your keep. I would love to see them. Again, don't forget to check out Aragath's original creation, as he did some fantastic work on that, and I'm glad we could bring it into 2019 and 2020 with his modern updates. And here we go, we're back down again. Alright, let me know what the next creation from Conley Lost you'd like to see on the Steam Workshop. A lot of you have been requesting the Valiant or the Intrepid. I'm sure we can accommodate that within the next week, so keep an eye out for that. For now, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching, and of course, we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.